Monarch.
Wash your fucking hands, you filthy animal! Louder!
How long have you been making music?
I've been making music for almost 10 years now. Literally right after high school is when I started.
What made you start making music?
I was going to concerts and just different shows, and I really liked the music, and I was interested in trying to make my own kind of music. And I think just learning the different techniques and learning just different ways of how to do it was really interesting to me.
Was there ever a time you questioned your decision to make music or thought it wasn't for you?
All the time. I mean, really, I'm my own biggest critic. When I'm making music, I can really focus too hard on the little details, and that can be a little challenging to where it takes up too much time of, making your music when you should just be focusing on the overarching song and all the different parts instead of just the little details.
What are your biggest music inspirations?
Biggest music inspirations, definitely Infect, Samplifier, Murda, Decimate, Blank Space. I think those are the big ones for sure.
Okay, so why them?
I feel like they're really pushing a new sound in the rhythm dubstep community. They're just really creative, and everything they've been putting out is kind of moving the genre forward.
Is there something you do outside of music that contributes to your musicality, like a hobby or activity that helps your creative process?
Definitely just going to a lot of festivals, a lot of shows, and hearing a lot of unreleased music, which makes me, when I hear new stuff, it makes me think how they made it. And then I'll come back from those festivals and try and make something similar myself, or take those ideas that I heard and put them towards my music.
Is there a specific audience you gear your music towards?
Definitely the bass heads, for sure. People that, have been to go into shows for years and years and years, and they're trying to find new stuff. And I want to kind of push the limit or push the envelope, give some listeners something they've never heard before.
What genre do you consider your music to be categorized as?
Well, the music I used to make was mainly dubstep. Now I'm more into a subgenre of dubstep, which is rhythm or trench.
Which one of your songs was your favorite to produce and make?
The ones I have out right now, Prevention was definitely my favorite. That one, I just was able to find a lot of things that worked well together. I have a lot of new music coming out right now that I'm working on. One called Timeless that I'm really excited about, but I won't tell too much about that yet.
What would you say is your biggest challenge or obstacle as an artist making music?
Biggest challenge is definitely consistency. Being able to sit down and keep working every day. Even when something doesn't go right and you keep getting stuck on something, it just doesn't sound right, is being able to step away and come back to it later and just keep working. And I think that kind of ties into me getting too worried about the little details, and that can definitely slow me down.
So you're part of the EDM community. Why do you feel like festivals and raves are so important to you or the other people within that community? Other than the drugs, drinking, sex, the ass pics on Instagram, the LSD, lean water, Molly, what else is there?
Especially for me, going to all these festivals and raves, I tend to go to the sets of newer and smaller artists. And I hear a lot of unreleased music that I'm not going to hear online or anywhere else. And for me, it's a way to discover new artists and new music.
What is the biggest or most important lesson you learned as a musician?
Don't strive for perfection, because you're just never going to reach it. You need to be happy with getting things almost perfect or just about right, but you're never gonna hit every single thing perfectly, because if you do try, you're never gonna finish a song, you're never gonna finish an album, you're never gonna finish an EP. You're just gonna get stuck where you are.
So being a DJ, I can only imagine you have crazy stories, right? Is there any story you could tell us about that affected your music career going forward? Any crazy parties or anything you went to that you were oh wow, and it really set a path for you moving forward?
Definitely Basements 2018. That was our first like warehouse show me and my friends set up. It kind of it showed me how difficult it is to like throw a party and also just be conscious of like the music I'm playing. When we first set it up, we like looked for a warehouse that would take us. We looked for people to invite, and we were like, we don't want to charge too much because people won't come, but we need to charge enough, otherwise we're gonna lose a lot of money on this show. But it went great. I mean, we got all our friends to come and support us, and it definitely made me more excited to make more music and really dive more into the culture of just like working hard and making new things that excite me and excite other people too.
Playing off of that, what do you see specifically then for yourself in your future?
In the future, I'm definitely I'm going to be releasing a new EP, hopefully early 2024 with one of my friends, and then I have another EP that I'm working on right now, planning on dropping either late 2024 or 2025, and that's definitely something I've just been excited on. I've been working on that nonstop, and I think it's definitely gonna push my career forward.
How has music changed your life overall?
I think it's just given me a better appreciation for everything around me, like the people I meet at the shows, I've learned just from making music the amount of time it takes to not only learn like new ways to make music or new processes, but making the music itself. Like you can spend a week making a song and it'll sound great, or you can spend 3 months working on a song and it's just not sounding right. I think it takes a little bit of luck and a lot of just determination to keep moving forward and keep putting out things that you like to hear and your audience likes to hear. Hi, I'm Monarch, and this is Antidote 41.